That's another one habit that I don't like it. I think it blocked my learning process. It stopped my developing inside myself a lot. That habit is I like to look at things only black and white or good and bad. This habit has been with me for most of my life. When I see some people say something bad, I judge immediately, that is a bad person. When I see the children not behave very well, I judge immediately, this kid is bad. Or when I see some people very nice, I just feel in love that person immediately. So when I hate somebody, at first time, I try to keep myself away from that person. I don't want to be close to that person. That is the way I block myself to not understand that person in another side or in another angle. So I have no chance to understand that person anymore whenever I block it. So what I have to do, I have to train myself. Whenever I don't like this person, I will try to be close to that person, try to help that person more, try to be nice, to be a good friend with that person more. Every time when I try to do something like that, not really long, I will see that that person a good person. They have some good side too. And sometimes when I look at my niece, my nephew, when they behave not very well, I hate that kid a lot. But when I try to be close to that person, I can see that I am the cause of that habit for that person, because I try to control them. I try to make the schedule for them. I try to plan for them. That is the way I intervene their learning process. That is a way I block them to be themselves. That's why they try to rebel. They try to against me, against many things. So give a chance to myself to be close to that person with no judgment. It helped me to understand that person more. And in the same time, when I in love with that some person, I just love it. Look at that person like a perfect person. I did not try to see what is the negative side of that person, what is the bad side of that person. I enjoy only the good side of that person. That's the way I close my eye to not see that person in another way. That causes a lot of problems too, because I see only one side of that person. So it can cause a lot of painful feeling, a lot of stress, a lot of suffering later. So every time when I look at things, I try to practice to remind myself all the time that everything have positive and negative. Everything have good and bad. Everything have black and white. So I need to see both sides in each thing all the time. I will not judge immediately. I try to not judge things immediately. It's not easy to train myself to not judge, to not judge things easily, because it becomes habit for all my life. So to practice like this, it helps me to see things in the natural way, in the realistic way more. And it helped me to be in the middle, not too far end not to left end. In the middle is the place where I can feel relaxed. I can feel light, no stress, no worry. So I know it's hard to practice, but I have to do. I have to do it. But it's not easy. That's one thing I have to struggle more in my life, to train myself to think in this way more. So to see things in different way, it helps me to understand the thing in the way it is more and more. Whenever I can see thing only one side, I will remind myself that that is not the right belief. That's not the right idea. Like when we think that sickness is a bad thing, it's the worst thing in our life. That is not the right belief for me. So I need to try to investigate what is the good side of sickness. After investigate long time, I can see that sickness is good thing too, because it's a signal from my body to tell myself that I did something wrong. That helped me to come back to myself. So that's the good side of sickness. Sometimes when I think about money is the best thing in the world, money has nothing bad at all. Money is always good. Money is God. So when I think like that, I need to tell myself that I need to see what is the bad side of money. When I look at the bad side of it, I can see that money can cause a lot of suffering in this world too. How can we use money with consciousness? How can we use money with awareness, not just in love with it? So that helped me to find the middle spot. I can be. The middle spot is the spot that I can feel relaxed. I feel less stressed, less worry in my life. So practice to be in the middle spot is very important. And then practice to look at things, to see both sides, so I can be in the middle is the most important thing for me. But it's not easy. But it's something possible. I feel like so far I feel lighter and lighter after I practice like this. Even I cannot do it good enough yet, but I feel it's lighter, easier, and more relaxed. So I will keep doing it.